everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. I want to welcome you to the April 19th, 2025 50s and early 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. Is just printing out Charlene's notes here. I was running behind. My mother was making a Italian cheesecake for tomorrow for Easter. She hasn't done that in a long time. I don't think she lost her touch yet, but I welcome you to the Vinyltreasure Show. We're here from 9 p.m. till midnight tonight, and I got probably the fewest amount of records to play that I have in a while, but I'm late here, so I apologize for that. So welcome to the program. That is a great instrumental we opened up with, and actually that was a request for listener Big Dave Swinger. I didn't say hello. I don't know who's in the chat room there. We got a big crowd for a Saturday evening on this hot day. It was like 82 degrees here in Westchester County. It's currently 72 and mostly cloudy. That's a little bit hot for this time of year, but this opened up with a band leader, pianist Herman Duke Jenkins, his first of two on Eli Toscano's Cobra Records out of Chicago, and a song he wrote called Something Else. And some of you may remember that tune. I think that song was used as a theme song on the Time Capsule Show and also on the Group Harmony Review. They used that on WFUV there. February 57, Duke Jenkins on Cobra by request for Big Dave Swinger, song entitled Something Else. Well, let's start it off here. All requests tonight. I decided that what I was going to do is I was going to add one record to the mix that maybe you don't know or you've never heard before. So I picked one. It's in the 1954 block, but we're going to open up here with an early side from 1951, and it is a request for Jerry Gingaro. And we feature this group quite often here on the 50s show and also on the 78 show, talking about the Ravens here. This is their fifth and final single on the Columbia label. It features the great lead of Maith Marshall. He's on lead here. You're also going to hear Jimmy Ricks the bass on this. Let's go to May of 1951 by request for Jerry Gingaro, the great Ravens on Columbia. It's called You Foolish Thing, the Ravens.
A fool never learns until it's too late what happiness love can bring. If you only knew how I cared for you, oh, you foolish thing. If I didn't care, then why should I wait while you're having your last fling? My heart seems to say she'll wake up someday. Oh, you foolish thing.
Now, haven't I tried to show you I care? Well, oh me, oh my. You said you care, can't you be fair? Or will you be a fool until the day you die?
The more that I do, the more that I say to you, it don't mean a thing. But maybe someday you'll see things my way. Oh, you foolish thing. Haven't I tried to show you I care?
Well, oh me,
Oh me,
oh my.
oh my. You said you care, can't you be fair? Will you be a fool until the day you die? did things my way. Oh, you foolish thing. Oh, you foolish thing.
Well, there you go with the great sound of the Ravens here to open up the vocal portion there. That one there by request for listener Jerry Gingaro, May 1951. That's their fifth release on the Columbia record banner. You Foolish Thing is the name of the tune. I'm trying to get to everybody in the chat room there, and I didn't even align my screen there. I have not done that, but anyway, I will do that. But let's move into 1952 now. Let's fill a request for listener Casey Hines in Paris as we head to Winston-Salem, North Carolina for this great group. This is their third release on Bess Berman's Apollo record label, which became their first number one R&B hit on the Billboard R&B chart. It comes out both on the red label and black vinyl. I have a nice red vinyl press of this 45, and it features Johnny Tanner on lead. Let's go to December of 1952. Let's give a listen to the Five Royales. The Five Royales on the Apollo label. It's called Baby Don't Do It. This is for Casey Hines.
Tell me you're going to put me down, but baby, don't do it, 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 don't do it. If you leave me pretty, baby, I'll have bread without no meat. Baby, I love you, I love you, I love you. Love you so. Please don't say you'll leave me anymore. If you leave me pretty, baby, I'll have bread without no meat. Please say you'll change your mind and stop my poor little heart from crying. If you leave me pretty, baby, I'll have bread without no meat. You told me that you loved me, how good you made it sound, and now you're trying to tell me you're going to put me down. But baby, don't do it, 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 don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it. If you leave me pretty, baby, I'll have bread without no meat.
Yeah, well, I wonder if she did it. I don't know. She shouldn't have done it, but maybe she did. There you go. That one there going out to listener Casey Hines in Paris, December 52. The sound of the Five Royales. Johnny Tanner on lead with the Five Royales on Apollo Records. Baby Don't Do It is the name of the tune. This was their follow-up to Help Me Somebody. And that would, wait a minute, was that? No, their follow-up to this, I take it back, was Help Me Somebody, which was also a number one Billboard R&B hit for the group. They were big, the Five Royales, back in the 1950s. Johnny G here on a Saturday, and I want to wish everybody a happy Easter, that those of you that are tuned in now. And again, if you are new to the program, If you're new to this show, please consider subscribing to the program because it's very important to do that because of the copyright police. I have not yet. The studio is not up yet, so you're not going to expect that. It doesn't happen right away. I'm expecting to get to hear something within the week about, and maybe a little bit longer, we'll see, but it's going to be a work in process here because I'm thinking of kind of doing a lot of different things here. Maybe I got to get a different desk, maybe something, what do you call those desks that are like U's? I mean, I used to have it when I was a controller for a construction company. I had a big desk because I have the two turntables here, but we'll see. But I got to wait. But I'm going to change some things around here, try to make it a lot easier for me to I'm the only one here that does everything with the show. So kind of make it a little bit different here, a lot easier for the guests that come here to the program, etc. So it's a work in process. So currently, everything is the same. It sounds good. Hopefully the records sound okay where you're tuned into the program here. So anyway, let us continue here. And let's move into 1953 now. This is an old request I had sitting in the box for a long time for listener for Jim Lampley in Texas. I have featured this gal also. She is out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. First recording for the Big Nickel label, but she signed with Larry Newton's Derby label. I played records by her on the Derby 78s, I think, and actually not too long ago. I think it was James Stone that requested a song by her. But she also recorded for the Coral record label, and this one is her first of 5 on the Coral label. This tune written by Frank Barker and R.B. Sims. This one released in January of 1953. I think there's either a chorus or the Striders on this. I'm not sure. It doesn't say a vocal group on the Coral label, but it's Betty McLaurin. Betty McLaurin. I bet you don't hear this one that often. This is by request for Jim in Texas. On the Coral label, it's called My Dreams of You. Betty McLaurin for Jim.
Day after day, my life was inspired. I was mistaken, it seems. I didn't know that you would grow tired, leaving me only with dreams.
Love, what will you do? What will you do?
My dreams of you are the only things that you have left for me.
Left for me, for me.
You took the sunshine out of my heart, left me in darkness. Now we're apart. Oh, my heart is broken. I will confess.
Confess another love will never be.
You've taken away
There you go. Early sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Jim Lampley in Texas. That's Betty McLaurin, and I don't know, chorus. I don't know if the Striders are backing her up on that, but that was her first of 5 on the Coral record label, January 53 release. My Dreams of You is the name of the song. My Dreams of You, is that you? If you enjoy this show, please give me a thumbs up. You have to be signed into YouTube in order to do that. So thank you all for being here. We got a big crowd here on this holiday weekend. And let's move into 1954 now. We're going to fill a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. Now, last week I played songs. I don't know, what did we do last week? Songs that sound similar to the other song, I think. I think we played Tears on My Pillow, and then we played that by the Imperials, and then we played Fanny and the, I forget the group, a song called My Guy, I think. And we're going to do a similar thing that Indrajit requested. So I'm not going to tell you the next song. I'm just going to play it, okay? And then we'll talk about it after. But up first is this group from Washington, D.C. They had 3 releases on the Mercury record label. This was their first. Of course, other artists would cover this song, namely Elvis Presley. So if you may know this song, if you know Elvis's tunes, but this is the original version. This tune written by Rosemary McCoy and Charles Singleton, and the group is called The Eagles. So up first, from May of 1954 on the Mercury label, we're going to hear The Eagles, and then we're going to follow it up with a record that came out in June of 1954 on the a record that came out in December of 1954 on Deluxe Records by The Charms. Charlene, that got reversed there, but anyway. So up first, let's give a listen to The Eagles from May 54 on Mercury Records by request for Indrajit Advani. The Eagles with Trying to Get to You.
I've been traveling over mountains, even through the valleys too. I've been traveling night and day, I've been running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Baby, trying to get to you. Ever since I read your letter, where you said you loved me true, I've been traveling night and day, I've been running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Baby, trying to get to you. When I read your loving letter, then my heart began to sing. There were many miles between us, but they didn't mean a thing. I just had to reach you, baby, in spite of all that I went through. I kept traveling night and day, I kept running all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Baby, trying to get to you. If I had to do it over, that's exactly what I do. I would travel night and day, and I'd still run all the way, baby, trying to get to you. Baby, trying to get to you. There was nothing that could hold me or could keep me away from you. When your loving letter told me that you really love me true, that you really love me true. Lord above, you know I love you. It was he who brought me through. When my way was dark at night, he would shine as bright as light. When I was trying to get to you. Crazy, crazy, crazy love. Crazy, crazy, crazy love.
When I hold my baby tight, no, we cannot say goodnight. Crazy, crazy, crazy love.
When I hold her in my arms. When I hold her in my arms.
Yes, she thrills me like she should. Then I would, if I could, make some crazy, crazy love.
Yes, I know that she is willing, and it will be so thrilling. Her lips are warm and tender. One more kiss and she'll surrender. Crazy, crazy, crazy love. Crazy, crazy, crazy love.
When I hold my baby tight, no, we cannot say goodnight. Crazy, crazy, crazy love.
Yes, I know that she is willing, and it will be so thrilling. Her lips are warm and tender. One more kiss and she'll surrender. Crazy, crazy, crazy love. Crazy, crazy, crazy love.
Baby, won't you tell me when? Listen, baby, come on in and make some crazy, crazy love.
Crazy, crazy, crazy love. Crazy, crazy, crazy love. Crazy, crazy love.
There you go there. What did you think about that? Did you think, the writers on this? Of course, those were the Charms. Otis Williams and the Charms. And that is Henry Stone and Otis Williams. Now, there's no denying that they wrote the words to that song. But according to Indrajit, and I agree with him, I think it sounded a lot like the song as done by the Eagles that we heard from May 1954. I'm sure that song inspired this one. By the Charms. We first heard the Eagles from May 1954, the original version, well, I should say the original version of that tune called Trying to Get to You. It's on the Pink Mercury label. Followed it up with this great group out of Cincinnati, Ohio, the Charms. Otis Williams on lead, the Charms. And it sound very similar there from December 1954 on Deluxe called Crazy, Crazy Love. Johnny G's going crazy here on a Saturday evening. Thank you all for being here. And if you are new to the program, lots of new faces in the YouTube chat room. Also, maybe tuned into the program, please consider subscribing as we are in the 1954 block. Let's fill a request for listener Mnon. This is the debut single by this group out of Los Angeles, California. The lead is baritone singer Gene Ford. Other members were Ethel Brown, formerly of the Squires on combo, and brothers Billy and Alan Boyd. This is on the Bahari Brothers RPM record label. Collectively, they were known as the Chanters. The Chanters, similar to that group that recorded on Deluxe, but this is a West Coast group and out much earlier. This record came out in August 1954. We go to the RPM record label by request for Mnon. The Chanters with Tell Me. I'm sorry, that is wrong. I take it back, Charlene. I got messed up here with the thing. I take it back here, folks. I am sorry. That is coming up after this request. We are in the 1954 block. Charlene put this one in between the other two because I give her the the playlist, and she's rushing to do the copying, but it's okay. I just have read below it. But up next is a request for listener Gordy Freeman. Now, my mother is going to be upset because she writes down the songs. I tell her she doesn't have to. I can print out the list for her, but she writes them down. So she says, now, Johnny, you messed me up. So, Ma, this one goes before. This group from Brooklyn, New York, they had 6 releases on Sid Nathan's King record label. Now, Gordy requested their third. This features Seifert John Brezant on lead, and he was it was written by Seifert John Brezant. He was the group's pianist and arranger, and he had a hand in writing all of their tunes. But the other group members here, it features Pringle Sims on lead from June of 1954 by request for Gordy Freeman. Let's give a listen to The Strangers. The Strangers on the King record label. It's called and you must understand, Johnny G, it's called Hoping You'll Understand. This is for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room.
With my pencil in my hand, I'm hoping you will understand. Each word I write means it's goodbye. When you read them, try not to cry.
That's the great sound of The Strangers there. That is a Pringle Sims on lead, June 1954 release on Sid Nathan's King record banner. Their third release for King, Hoping You'll Understand, is the name of the tune. That one there by request for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. So Charlene tells me that I messed that up. I don't know why I did that. I probably did in the rush today, so I screwed that up there. I apologize for that, folks, as we continue here. And now we're going to fill a request for listener M9 for the debut single for this group out of L.A. They were called The Chanters, and this is on the Bahari Brothers RPM record label. It features Gene Ford on lead from August 1954. The Chanters with Tell Me, Thrill Me for Amnon.
Thrill me, baby. Thrill me, baby. Thrill me, baby. Oh, thrill me Take me, baby. Take me, baby. Oh, take me, baby. Please take me, baby. Take me, baby. 'Cause I wanna be a man, be your man. I never knew what you could do. I never thought it would be like this. Now that I found you, my heart is so full of bliss. Tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. Please tell me, baby. Help me, baby. Won't you let me be a man, be your man? I never knew what you could do. I never dreamed it would be like this. Now that I met you, my life is so full of bliss. Tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. Please tell me, baby. Oh, tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. Won't you let me be a man? Be your man.
Yeah, he's singing his heart out there by request for Emnon, the sound of the Chanters. That's their debut single from August 1954 on the RPM record label. Tell Me, Thrill Me is the name of the tune. Hopefully Johnny G is thrilling you. Now, they would move over to Jake Porter's Combo label for two more releases in 1955. Subsequently, Gene Ford and Billy Boyd would record as the duo Gene and Billy on Spark Records. They also recorded as the Cats on the Federal label, and Emnon requested all those records. But anyway, we continue here for a Saturday evening. Hope you're digging on the tunes here. Thank you all for being here. We are here on Oldies and More Radio. That is the stream, oldiesandmoreradio.com, or right here on YouTube. This is our third show of the week here, and we had the Soul Show on Wednesday evening. Had a big crowd there, my biggest crowd on the Soul Show, and thank you for that. And then Thursday, another big crowd for the 78 show. I will not be doing that 78 show next week. I do that show every 2 weeks, and that's an afternoon show beginning at 3 p.m. In the afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 6. I will eventually move that show, and I feel comfortable that I can prepare the show. I'm going to move it up to 2, and then eventually probably go back sometime to my 1 o'clock start. I know when I do have my special guests here on the show, the program will begin at 1. I'll be sure to put the promos on YouTube, and we'll advertise for a while so you know. So anyway, we're going to do that. There's no need to, I only needed the time to prepare for the 78 show because they're pain with getting them cleaned and filed, so that is a difficult thing. But I had a rough week because I had to get this area, as I mentioned, all in order because I had those two technicians here. They took all photographs and whatnot of the studio here the way it is. And it was funny, I said, I don't think the light is good here. He goes, well, I looked at your videos and the light looks good. I said it was because the camera, I have it in a dark, it's like for a darker room, and I guess it lights it up. And I says, I have a problem with this camera because it doesn't focus. All my previous webcams, especially when I hold the records up, would focus in so you can see it. So this one has a problem, and it has a problem with red with silver and those prints. So, but the black labels look really great. Certain ones look good, so other ones don't. So maybe we'll get all that ironed out. I don't know. But anyway, let us continue here. And I mentioned to you that I added a record here to the show that was my request, and this is my request. I knew nothing about this record here. And as we stay in California, and I think this is a girl duet with a male group backing them up. That's what I think this is. They're called the Polka Dots, okay? The Polka Dots. And this came out on the Bahari Brothers Modern record label. Now, the writer names, I was trying to, like, real quick decide who maybe this was, but the writer names are Aiken, Salisbury, and Davis. I think Davis was an alias for one of the label owners, possibly, I think, maybe. And I thought possibly the Crowns could be backing them up, because the record just prior to this is by Arthur Lee May and the Crowns, called Set My Heart Free, backed with I Wanna Love, which I don't have that record. That's a real hard 45. But and then I looked at the matrix numbers of that record compared to this one, and I think they're way off. So I don't know. This matrix number is 2142, so this would be considered the A side, I'm guessing, and the other side 2143. But let's give it a whirl here. November 1954. They're called the Polka Dots. It's on Modern Records. It's called Stairway to Love. The Polka Dots.
Way up in the sky, I travel above to find the one that I long to love. I long to live in loveland with you, to sleep and dream of no one but you. Oh, stairway, stairway, stairway to love. When you're away, I'm restless and lonely. I ask the Lord to send back you only. You stood among men alone when I took you for my own. Oh, stairway, stairway, stairway to when you're away, I'm restless and lonely. I ask the Lord to send back you only. You stood among men alone when I took you for my own. Oh, stairway, stairway, stairway to love. Stairway to love.
Here you go. Those are the Polka Dots. That's Johnny G's contribution here. My request, the Polka Dots there, November 1954 release on the Bahari Brothers Modern record label. Stairway to Love is the name of the tune. I saw that in Zurich's collection. I said, I don't know this record, so I just pulled it out. Yes, I did. Let's continue here for a Saturday evening. Well, we don't know everything. Somebody asked if we know a lot about this vocal group Harmony. I tried to know because I wasn't around when this music came along. There are those that are in my chat room, though, that have been around listening to this music. They lived the music back in the day. See, I am originally from the disco era. So I graduated high school in 1976, so that was like all those disco records, KC and the Sunshine Band, the Emotions, all those records there, Saturday Night Fever. Not that I was a big disco fan, but I will tell you the very last record I ever bought was by Taylor Dane, whatever year that was. It was a song called Tell It to My Heart. I still dance around the ShopRite when I go because they do play that. But they used to play some great music in the grocery stores. Not so much now. I think they got some kind of thing that's rotating with the same songs. They need to change it. They need to put my show on. They can put my soul show on. They can put my other show on. That's what KKSM out in California does. They re-air my broadcast on Sunday mornings beginning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock here. KKSM out of Palomar College. I have the notes here. I got to say that. I got to mention that. We're going to mention some other things too. But you can check it out. KKSM 1320 AM out of Palomar College in San Marcos, California. It is palomar.edu/KKSM. I think listen is the website there. And I was like, when he contacted me and said, Johnny, we want to air your show. I love the music you play. I think the listeners here in California, we have a big listenership out here. They're going to like, and what I understand, it's a good thing. And maybe some of you have come over here to the live show listening to that station out in California. So we welcome all new listeners here. We have a friendly chat room, and a lot of us know each other. A lot of us are collectors, and some of us are just music lovers. We just love the music. And I do a soul show, 60s Soul, on Wednesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 to midnight, same time as here. I play these records, by year, this 50s show. So we are in the 1954 block. Let's move into the 1955 block with a request for listener Reed King. As we stay out in California, this time to Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin Records. Now, last week I played Cryin' Emma for listener David Prater. Let's flip this 45 over, because this, I think this is the A-side, maybe not. I don't know. But let's flip the 45 over from September of 1955, going out to Reed King in our YouTube chat room. These are the Rolling Crew, the song written by the lead singer. His name is Cleo Page. The Rolling Crew with Home on the Alcatraz for Reed.
San Francisco, California, Alcatraz Island, USA. Johnny Jones, you're here to stay.
Home on Alcatraz, in the Bisco Bay. Home on Alcatraz, dead in jail. The sharks in the water can't get away. Had a little girl, like the best of everything. Had a little girl, like the best of everything. $20 bills, brought a coat and diamond ring. The law called me, and now I got to pay. The law called me, and now I got to pay. On Alcatraz Island, in the Bisco Bay. See the light in Oakland and the Big Bay Bridge. day I see the mighty Golden Gate. Every day I see the mighty Golden Gate. I'm pulling 99 years in the Bisco Bay.
There you go. That one there going out to Reed King in our YouTube chat room. That's the Rolling Crew. The Rolling Crew from September 1955. That's on the Aladdin record label out of Los Angeles, California. Home on the Alcatraz is the name of the tune. I got to tell you a story about the Alcatraz. So I had a chance to go visit that Alcatraz prison because what happened was I was on an accounting team when I used to work for a company called Transamerica Leasing. They were a division of the insurance company, and I was the manager of reefer accounting. So they bought a company called Transocean Lines, or they were going to buy a company called Transocean Lines. So they sent me out there with a team to do due diligence on, their accounting and how their processes were, and I had to sit with people and document all this stuff. So anyway, we flew into San Francisco Airport. It was where is that? It was right across the street from the Levi headquarters. I forget where, but I went down by the wharf. And I met some people out there, and I never was to San Francisco before, or the Oakland area, and and it was hard for me to focus. I wanted to go to all these record stores. I said, well, I need to find stuff on the Rhythm label. I need to find all these records from California, of course. Wouldn't you know, the store that I went to, which was on a Sunday because I rented a car, I went over the Golden Gate Bridge. I think I went up to Walnut Creek. I had to meet friends that left the East Coast to go out there, and I went to a record store, and I ended up buying bought the 5 discs on the Cheer label of First Press. Of course, I mean, it was $25, but it was a mint copy. I mean, I didn't want that. I didn't have the record at the time, and we're talking 1992 or 93, somewhere out there. But and I was going every week, flying there. And then they said to me, Johnny, can you stay out there for a weekend? Because it costs us less money, because they were paying lots of money to fly a team of about 15 people to go out there to do this due diligence work. So anyway, but I had a chance to go to Alcatraz there, and I didn't do it. I should have done that. My mistake. Johnny G here on a Saturday as we continue here. We are in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request now. Actually, 2 people requested this song. Listener James Stone and Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. This one of the most successful groups to come out of the city of New Orleans, and they had 16 releases on the Imperial record label, and this was their 8th release. It features Leonard Chick Carbo on lead, and this charted regionally. This was number 9 on WRR out of Dallas, Texas. So by request for Frank Chingaro and James Stone, let's go to May of 1955 for the Spiders on Imperial. Their tune is called Bells in My Heart. The Spiders.
Yes, there's bells in my heart, and there's stars in my eyes. I'm so in love with you. Blessed be the tie that binds. What joy and ecstasy. You're just the one for me. Great day, there's bells in my heart. Yes, it's peace to my mind, just to know that you're for me. Our love has made us one. You're mine, I'm yours, you see. You thrill like no one can. My heart is in your hands. Great day, there's bells in my heart. don't say that you don't care. I'd follow you around. I'd find you anywhere. You're a sentence to my life. Our love is paradise. Great day, there's bells in my heart. Great day, there's bells in my heart.
Yeah, what a great tune that is. That's the sound of the Spiders here on the Vinyl Treasure Show from May 1955. That's on the Imperial record label. That features Leonard Chick Carbo on lead. The Spiders with Bells in My Heart. That one there by request for listener James Stone and Frank Gingaro. Frank Gingaro, one of the co-hosts of the R&B Serenade. R&B Serenade. It airs on WRHU 88.7 FM on your dial, streaming also on radio station USA.fm. You can go there and listen. There's /online WRHU. It plays there. That is a good place to go. They're normally on 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays Eastern Standard Time, or 5:30, or sometimes 5:30. I think Frank and Gordon Skagberg have been going. And tomorrow they will not. Tomorrow's Easter, but tomorrow they are airing an encore presentation of a December 17th, 2024 show. It was Bill Obe's Christmas guest spot that he does every year on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. So that will be on tomorrow beginning at 3 p.m. If you're around and you want to listen to some Christmas music in April, you can check it out. It was a great show. You can tune in. That's tomorrow on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade, normally a live show with Frank Gingaro and Gordon Skagberg, but Bill Obe's December 17th, 2024 Christmas special will be there. Great Christmas tunes. You can check it out tomorrow beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Johnny G here on a Saturday as we continue here. I am your disc jockey. Let us go to, let's see, we are in the year 1955. That is our block. Let's go to Chicago now. Fill a request for listener Chris Reed. This gal had 4 releases on Al Benson's Blue Lake record label. Now, Chris requested her second. Her name was Lou McClinton, and she recorded as Lou Mack, and she co-wrote this tune, and there is an uncredited group backing her up, but they are the Palms, P-A-L-M-S, the Palms, that also recorded for the, I think the United record label, but they are backing up Lou Mack on this. This is with Red Holloway and his orchestra. He's actually on the sax here, from July 1955 for Chris Reed. Lou Mack with Slow Down.
Let me step on board, slow down.
No, no, I can't slow down.
Slow down.
No, no, I can't slow down.
Slow down.
No, no, I can't slow down. I just got groovy and I can't slow down.
I'm crazy about your manner and the way you dress. Every time I think of you, it moves the flesh. When I see you, baby, my temperature rise. You're a hot little papa. You my size. Slow down.
No, no, I can't slow down.
Slow down.
No, no, I can't slow down.
Baby, slow down.
No, no, I can't slow down. I just
car that has the Cadillac beat. Slow down.
No, no, I can't slow down.
Slow down.
No, I can't slow down.
Baby, slow down.
No, I can't slow down. I just got groovy and I can't slow
Oh,
down.
Rock, you slow down.
No, I can't slow down.
Slow down.
I can't slow down.
Baby, slow down.
Here you go. That one there going out to Chris Reed, July 1955 release there for Lou Mack. That's her second of 4 on the Blue Lake record label. Slow Down is the name of the tune. Those were the Palms backing her up, and that was Red Holloway on the saxophone. Let's continue here. We are in the year 1955. Let's fill a request for listener Edmund Williams. We've been losing so many singers from all these different eras of music here. It's unfortunate that this is all happening. It's just tragic. It really is. And one of the original members of this group from Harlem, New York, passed away in March. Winston Buzzy Willis, the second tenor for the Solitaires. And Edmund Williams wanted to play a song in memory of Buzzy Willis, and this is a great tune also. This is their 5th release on High Weiss's Old Town record label, and it's from April of 1955, and it features Herman Curtis, a.k.a. Herman Dunham, on lead. This is from April 55, by request for Edmund Williams, the Solitaires. Great group, the Solitaires, as we pay a tribute to the late Buzzy Willis. The Solitaires on Old Town. The song is called My Dear.
My dear, how I wish that you were here. I can't wait until you're near. I just want your love, my dear. How I wish that you were here. I can't wait until you're near. I just want your love. Though we must part, you have my heart. Keep it with you and always be true. Someday, somewhere, I'll say a prayer. Let's blend our eager lips again. My dear, oh, how I wish that you were here. I can't wait until you're near, 'cause I love you so.
There you go. That one there by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. The great sound of the Solitaires, April 1955 release on High Weiss's Old Town record label. Featured it on the Old Style label. This also comes out, I think, on the block print too. And I don't know which one was first. They might have had leftover paper and pressed it out on this. I think that one is first. I'm not sure, but I like this old style look on the Old Town label. And again, as we pay tribute to the late Buzzy Willis, was the second tenor of the Solitaires there. Such a great group. The song is called My Dear. Johnny G here on a Saturday. As we continue, we are in the we move into the 1956 block as we fill a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room as we stay in Harlem, New York. This group had this lone release on Joe Davis's JD record label. Now, two members of this group were Cleveland Still and James Miller, would later team up with the bass of the Five Wings, Thomas Gardner and Richard Blandon, to form the Marvels, and recorded for the ABC Paramount record label, who would later become the Dubs. But prior to that, the group was known as the Scale Tones, and this features Don Archer on lead from February 1956. The Scale Tones on the JD label, going out to Bill Sheriff. It's called Dreamin' and Dreamin' for Bill Sheriff.
Chooby-dooby-wop. I'm dreaming and dreaming, dreaming night and day, dreaming of my little girl that went away. She's not so good looking, built from the ground. Every time she walks, my love comes tumbling down. I'm dreaming and dreaming. If you ever had a dream, you know just what I mean. She wrote me a letter, says that I'm on my way. I need your loving, need it right away. She arrived this morning, had on a long black gown. When my dream was over, what no girl could I find. What a dream, what a dream. If you ever had a dream, you know just what I wrote me a letter, says that I'm on my way. I need your loving, need it right away. She arrived this morning, had on a long black gown. When my dream was over, what no girl could I find. What a dream, what a dream. If you ever had a dream, you know just what I mean. What a dream, I'm telling you.
Here you go, that one there going out to Bill Sheriff, the sound of the Scale Tones. Scale Tones from February 1956 on Joe Davis's JD Records out of New York City. Dreamin' and Dreamin' is the name of the two. Now, Don Archer, he was the lead singer on that group. What I meant to say was Cleveland Still and James Miller, they were members of this group. They would join those other guys to form the Marvels, which became the Dubs. That's what I meant to say. I should have put that after the end of the song. But anyway, I digress. We are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request for listener Tommy Albergo, who's tuned into the program this evening as we head to New Haven, Connecticut. Now, the lead singer of this group, he was also the lead singer of the Scarlets that recorded for Red Robin Records in 1954. But in 1956, he would be the lead singer of a group called the Five Satins. They signed with Al Silver's Ember Records, had 11 releases for Ember Records between 1956 and 1961. This is their second release. This was their follow-up to In the Still of the Night. Okay, and the tune written by the bass of the group, his name was Jim Freeman. It features Fred Paris on lead. This charted number 9 on WILY out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from October 1956, by request for Tommy Albergo, the Five Satins on Ember. It's called Wonderful Girl.
Kiss my lips, hold my hand, tell me you love me, I'm your lover man, I'm in love with a wonderful girl.
That's a great sound of Fred Paris and the Five Satins by request for listener Tommy Albergo, their second release on the Ember record banner. They want to send it out to all the Connecticut listeners in our YouTube chat room. That includes you, Mike Sape, and Delbert also. Delbert is from New Haven. Got a big crowd in our YouTube chat room. And there you go, October 1956, Fred Paris and the Five Satins with Wonderful Girl. As we continue here, we are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Big Dave Swinger as we stay in New Haven, Connecticut. There you go. And this is their first release, and this time Al Silver's Herald record label. We had on the Ember label, also on the Herald record label, and the group's biggest hit, you know their song, it was called Story Untold, which featured Leroy Griffin on lead. Now he sang on most of the ballads for this group, but the jumps were done by James Coco Tyson. He did the jumps, and he's doing the lead on their fifth release for the Herald record label. Let's go to November of 1956. It's going out to Big Dave Swinger, the sound of the Nutmegs, and their tune called Comin' Home for Big Dave.
I'm coming home to stay. I'll never go away. You know I love you forever, to call you mine. While I was falling, having me time, when I was feeling mighty fine. For I know you were waiting for me to reach. I started calling out to you. You won't believe me, baby, I was true. A little kissing, far as I will go. You know I love you. Yeah, I'm coming home.
Got to put your dancing shoes on for that tune there. Those are the Nutmegs by request for Big Dave Swinger, November 56 release on Herald Records. Coming Home is the name of the tune. That is James Coco Tyson on lead for that one. We are still in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request for two listeners, Liam in Australia and Chris Reed. This group, wait a minute. Yeah, this group is out of New York. This group is out of New York. They were called the Valtones, not to be confused with the group out of Baltimore that recorded, I think, for Deluxe Records, I think. But this group had this lone release on George Gollner's G record label, tune written by group members Leonard Lawson and Jake Briggs. This is a great two-sided 45, two ballads too, and it's not that easy to find, especially clean. Let's go to January of 1956 by request for Liam in Australia and Chris Reed. These are the Valtones on George Gollner's G record label. It's called Have You Ever Met an Angel, the Valtones. Oops, Johnny, you messing up.
Have you ever met an angel who could break your heart in two? Have you ever met an angel who could fall in love with you? Have you ever met an angel who could love, yes, love you too? Have you one is you. Angel who could break your heart in two.
There you go, January 1956 release there for the Valtones. Valtones on George Gollner's G Records. I think that was That was Jimmy Wright and the orchestra in the background there. I'm mentioned on the label. And that one there requested by listeners Chris Reed and Liam in Australia. The Valtones with Have You Ever Met an Angel is the name of the tune. I know some of you in my chat room have met an angel, or your angels. Yes, you have. As we continue here, and we are one more out of the year 1956. And if you have a request, the best way to contact Johnny G is to email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com, as new listener David Vielma did. Welcome, David Vielma, to the Vinyl Treasure show. And he requested this singer out of L.A., made a handful of records. His name and stage presence helped reinforce the popularity of rhythm and blues music among the young Chicano population of Los Angeles beginning in the mid-1950s. His name, Little Julian Herrera. This was his debut single. Now, there is a uncredited vocal group backing him up, and they are known as the Premiers. They also recorded for the Dig record label. This label owned by a band leader, Johnny Otis. I bet you he's got to be the band leader on this. His first of two on Dig. This is from September 1956 by request for David Vielma, Little Julian Herrera on Dig. It's called Lonely, Lonely Nights.
These lonely nights, lonely nights can go on since you've been gone. Though I've been wrong, so wrong, please spare me these lonely nights. These lonely nights, lonely nights, made me know I love you so. Please hold my hand through these lonely nights. If you have found someone new who loves you the way I do, don't break their heart, they'll fall apart and wind up with lonely nights. Lonely nights, lonely nights, made me know I love you so. Please hold my hand through these lonely nights. These lonely nights. These lonely nights.
Here goes Sounds of East LA here on the Vinyl Treasure show. That one there going out to David Vielma there. That's September 1956. That's the debut single for Little Julian Herrera on Johnny Otis's Dig record label. That's a song he co-wrote with the label owner Johnny Otis. Lonely, Lonely Nights is the name of the tune. He has other releases too. I think Johnny Otis would re-release this on his was it Starla? was it either Starla or Eldo? I don't know, but he has other releases also on SR, which I have, and MO Records too, by the way. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request. We move into 1957 now. Let's fill a request for Nat Papagallo, and I don't know if Nat is back. He might be on his cruise, but he was over in London last Saturday night. I think he heard the show on the archive. So he wanted to send a bunch of tunes out to the UK listeners. They were up because Nat usually requests ballads, but I got one left over that I'm going to feature, so he wants to send this one out to all the UK listeners. I have to ask him how he liked London and a couple other places that he went. And this group formed at McGuire Air Force Base in Trenton, New Jersey. This song done originally by the Q's on the Capitol label back in 1956. And this group is called the Glow Tones. It features Alfred Gatewood on lead. This is from September of 1957. The Glow Tones on East West. The song is called The Girl I Love. Right? Yes, this is going out to Nat Papagallo, sending it out to all you UK listeners.
I'm glad, oh so glad, she is my girl. No one can ever love her like I do. No one can ever kiss me and thrill me through and through. Yes, it's true. The girl I prettiest girl I've ever seen, waiting on the corner for me. The girl I love, she's the prettiest girl I've ever seen, waiting on the corner for me. Girl I love, girl I love, girl I love, oh.
There you go, by request for Nat Papagallo. That's the sound of the Glow Tones. That is Alfred Gatewood on lead, September 1957 release covering the Q's song, The Girl I Love. That one there on East West Records, subsidiary of Atlantic Records. And let's continue here. Let's fill a request. Actually, I should say, Louis Silvani mentioned that the first press of this came out on the Atlantic record label. I've never, well, did I see an Atlantic press of this? I'm just wondering. I don't know if I have or haven't, but I don't have it on the Atlantic label. I bet you they were all promos too. And then East West. But I did have a promo. I showed you the promo of East West there. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1957 block. Let's fill a request for listener Gary McLinden. And Gary, I decided to play this because I think it's safe, and I think my mother, she really likes this tune by this gal out of Detroit, Michigan. First recording back in 1954. on the Great Lakes label. Then in 1955, she would sign with Jubilee Records. She had 17 releases on Jubilee. I didn't think she had that many, but she does through 1959. Now, Gary requested her, probably her best-known song on the Jubilee record label. And her real name was Della Reese Patricia Early, but you know her as Della Reese. This is her 6th release. She's being backed up by a group called the Honey Dreamers. This charted. This was a hit for her, number 12 on the Billboard chart from July 1957. Let's give a listen to Della Reese. Now, what was that? She was on a TV show. Is Something Angel, I think she was in. But she was a great singer. This by request for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. Della Reese on the Jubilee record label. The song is called And That Reminds Me.
I hear the sound of music, your favorite kind of music, and that reminds me, dear, of you. I see the summer roses, your favorite shade of roses, and that reminds me too of you, dear. If I could hear no music, if there could be no roses, no summer night to make me dream as I do, perhaps I might forget you, but in my heart I know that I need no reminder to miss you so. I hear the sound of music, your favorite kind of music, and that reminds me, dear, of you. I see the summer roses, your favorite shade of roses, and that reminds me too of you, dear. If I could hear no music, if there could be no roses, no summer night to make me dream as I do, perhaps I might forget you, but in my heart I know that I need no reminder to miss you so.
There you go. That one there going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. That's July 57 release on Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label, Della Reese. Della Reese with And That Reminds Me. Yes, Darrell Letts, the Four Seasons, also do actually a cover of that tune, which is pretty good. Now, in 1959, she would sign with RCA Records, and she had her biggest hit with RCA Records, a song called Don't You Know. Very powerful voice there, Della Reese. Johnny G here on a Saturday. We continue here. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the program, as we fill a request for listener Mike Sape in Connecticut. He wants to send this one out to all you chatters in the YouTube chat room and your host Johnny G, as we go back out to the West Coast to Leona Roop's Ebb record label. Couldn't find any information on this group. It appears to be their only release. This tune written by C. LeBlanc actually wrote both sides of this 45. The group is called the Roulettes, not related to the other Roulettes that recorded I See a Star. This is a West Coast Roulettes group from October 57 on the Ebb record label, and this is by request for Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room for all you chatters. It's called The Way You Carry On, the Roulettes.
I love the way you call my name and say a sweet thing. Like, come on, babe, it must be love again. For your love is strong and gee, how you carry on. I love the way you talk and your sweet witchy walk and your loving smile and your glamorous style. When we are alone, gee, how you carry on. And now kiss me again and call me sweet name. The way you do that thing, you drive me insane. For your love is strong and gee, how you carry on. I love the way you talk and your sweet what you walk and your loving smile and your glamorous style. When we are alone, gee, how you carry on. And now kiss me again and call me sweet name. The way you do that thing, you drive me insane. For your love is strong and gee, how you carry on.
There you go, by request from Mike Sape in our YouTube chat. He wants to send that one out to your host DJ Johnny G and all you chatters in the YouTube chat room there. That's the sound of the Roulettes from October 57 on the Ebb label, The Way You Carry On. I wonder, it does have kind of a New Orleans sound. Daniel in our YouTube chat room says that the some of the copies have a sticker over the name, and they're called the what did they say, that they're called the New Orleans or what? I think. Is that what I saw there, Daniel? I'm trying to see your note there. Yeah, I'm sorry, the Five Orleans. The Five Orleans. So that sounds like a New Orleans sound. That's what kind of gave me the connection there. So we'll have to add that there, Charlene, to that note. Johnny G here on a Saturday evening. Thank you all for being here as we continue here. And we are in the 1957 block. Let's fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman tuned into the program. Let's go back to Sid Nathan's King record label this time. For this group, they had 2 releases on the label. This was their second. And I have a bio promo on this. It says, a completely new act. The first time on record, Joe Perkins and the Rookies are a young group who have been centering their vocal activities around their hometown, which is Nashville, Tennessee. The lead singer, Joe Perkins, graduated from Cameron High School, located in Nashville. Now, in the spring of '56, the 4 other group members he graduated in spring of '56. The 4 other group members are still in high school, but devote every spare moment they can to singing. So that is what Sid Nathan put as a bio on there that the disc jockeys would get. So some people just collect these bio promos, by the way. Let's go to March of 1957 by request for Ronnie Sherman for Joe Perkins and the Rookies on King. It's called A New Feeling for Ronnie Sherman.
It feels like springtime in November, autumn in June. You hear in my heart life's a lovely tune, and though the tears may smear my cheek, you change the salt within my tears to sweet. It's like bread to a beggar, joy to the hurt, sight to the blind man. It's heaven on earth. I've never had this feeling before. Is it love? Should I really know? This new feeling that I have is strange, oh so strange. Love you, love you, love you so. I know it now, you're in my dream, and I'll never let it change. Oh, now that I found you, the one thing I know, you're my life's only treasure. I can't let you go. And I pray till the end of time that you'll always be mine. You'll always be mine.
There you go, by request for Ronnie Sherman, March 57, the second release for Joe Perkins and the Rookies on the King record banner. A New Feeling is the name of the tune. Greg sold me both copies at the same time, both records by Joe Perkins. He picked them up. One was the other one, the first one was a stock copy, and this was the promo. Now, what I found out from the late George Doowop Tompkins, he says, Johnny, you don't want the promo on the second record because there's like a swishing sound on all the promos. You want the stock copy. It plays better. That's what he told me. So anyway, so I have that embedded in my head. But let us continue here in 1957, and it's a flip side request for Big Dave Swinger from last week's show. Featured this great group from Baltimore, Maryland, Ernie Warren and the Cardinals. Last week we played One Love for a Big Dave Swinger on the Atlantic record label. That was their 12th release. Big Dave also requested the flip side, again featuring Ernie Warren on lead, but this is up-tempo for the group, co-written by Francis Craig, who first did this back in 1947 on the Bullet record label. This is from January of 1957 by request for Big Dave Swinger, the Cardinals on Atlantic. The song is called Near You for Big Dave.
There's just one place for me near you. It's like heaven to be near you. Times when we're apart, I can't face my heart. Say you'll never stray, more than just the two lips away. If my life could be spent near you, I'd be more than content. Near you, oh, make my life worthwhile by telling me that I'll spend the rest of my days near you. to lift her way. Oh, in my life, I could be spent near you. I'd be more than content near you. Oh, make my life worthwhile by telling me that I'll spend the rest of my day near you, near you. Spend the rest of my day near you.
There you go, by request for Big Dave Swinger there. That's the sound of the Cardinals. Ernie Warren and the Cardinals, their 12th release on the Atlantic label, January 1957. Near You is the name of the tune. And Daniel, I do have that record, so I don't know how it ends up at number 33 because it says May 56. And I don't know, maybe on the lead sheet there was a typo there, and it got sorted out when I do these. So what I do is how I come up with all your requests. So I have 93 requests that come into the program. So what I do is I sort Charlene puts the date. Charlene does a lot for me. So sometimes the dates there could be a typo, and sometimes I don't have time to check them. So if the date in the second column is wrong, I sort it by that date, and then I mix and match the speeds to program the show. So somehow this must have been in the 1958, even though it has the right date on the sheet here. You know, Charlene didn't question what I was playing it. So she didn't say, Johnny, you're playing 1956 and 58. She didn't do that. She was copying in the write-ups. So it got mismatched. That happened, but I have it here. It's in the wrong place. So we will get to it eventually here. We're almost there. But it is a mistake. As we continue here, that was the Cardinals there. Let's continue. We are in the 1957 block. Let's go to Gary, Indiana for this great group. This is a request for listener Julian McCroy. They recorded for Vivian Carter's VJ record label. This was their 13th release. A tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Pookie Hudson. This is from September of 1957. This is with Al Smith and the orchestra by request for Julian McCroy. September 57, The Great Spaniels on VJ. The song is called You're Gonna Cry for Julian McCroy.
Never did before. You're gonna cry when I walk through that door. You're gonna cry me a long, long, long river. Cry till you quiver, shiver. Cry until you just can't cry no more, and you're gonna cry, oh yeah, and oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a great sound of Pookie Hudson and the Spaniels on the VJ record label, September 1957. What is that? Their 13th release for the VJ record label. Tune written by the lead singer, Pookie Hudson. You're Gonna Cry is the name of the tune. Sometimes Johnny G wants to cry. It's so many things that are going on at the same time. And let's stay in 1957 with a flipside request from last week. Featured this group from Inglewood, New Jersey, by request for listener Mnon. They were known as the Avons. Played their third release on B. Caslin's Hull label. The ballad side was called You Are So Close to Me. He also requested the up-tempo flip side. Again, features Bob Lee on lead. This came out in December of 1957. This going out to Mnon. The Avons on the Hull label. It's called Gonna Catch You Nappin' for Mnon. The Avons.
You know what happened, gonna have ya.
Yes, the sound of the Avons here on the Vinyl Treasure Show by request for listener Mnon. They're out of Inglewood, New Jersey. That's their third release on the Hull label from December 1957. Song entitled Gonna Catch You Nappin' is the name of the tune. Let's just hope I catch the copyright police napping. I just noticed that the writer of this next song is Darryl Petty. And I don't know if that's going to make a difference because you talk to Brian Korn about Darryl Petty, and there's a lot of copyright strikes for that. But I don't know if I've ever played this before on the program. I thought I checked, but I don't know. We'll see how this goes here because maybe they're going to shut me down with this, but it's a request for Lenny G. And I think I've played this before on the program. Well, maybe not on YouTube. I know I've played it maybe prior to being on YouTube. And I featured this artist often. I think on the Soul Show I get lots of requests for this singer from Lugoff, South Carolina, but he had a string of hits for the Mercury record label, but prior to Mercury he recorded for the RCA subsidiary Vic Records, and this was his second of 4 on the Vic label. It says written by Darryl Petty. This is arranged by Billy Muir, and there is a vocal group backing him up. I don't know who, but it's from December 57. A request for Lenny G, who rarely sends Johnny G requests, but we're glad to get them from Lenny G in our YouTube chat room. So let's give a listen to Brooke Benton on the Vic label for Lenny G. It's called A Million Miles from Nowhere. Brooke Benton. Wait, Johnny, I'm messing that up.
A million miles from nowhere. A million miles from you. A million miles from nowhere. Alone, broken hearted and blue. Memories of you and the love we once knew. How they linger in my heart, though we're a million miles apart. A million miles from happiness. A million miles of loneliness. Through a world of wilderness. Oh, how can I go on like this? A million miles from nowhere. A million miles from you. A million miles from nowhere. Alone, broken hearted and blue. Alone, broken hearted and blue. A million
we came, we came through okay. I didn't see it there. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but well, maybe it's a good possibility it's not going to happen. Let's put it that way. But there you go. That's actually a cool tune there. That's a thank you for that request, Lenny G, in our YouTube chat room. That's the great Brooke Benton and group, his second of 4 on the Vic record banner, December 57, A Million Miles from Nowhere. Wasn't there a horror movie called A Million Miles to Earth, I think, when that kind of alien thing came down in the water? It was, I think it took place in Italy. That was actually a cool a cool 50s flick. I love those 1950s horror flicks, those B movies. Johnny G getting off. Oh, see, it came on. There you go. Copyright Police came on. Maybe they're behind. So we've got to keep our fingers crossed that they don't close down the program. But anyway, let us continue here. And we move into 1958. They are there. They are there. They just came out. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York, as we fill a request for listener Timothy. This group had 2 releases on the MGM record label. And I have often featured their first release called Raindrops that came out in December of 1957. Now, Timothy requested their follow-up. This their second of 2 on the MGM record label. It features Paul Rubenstein on lead. This group is called The Cartoons. The Cartoons with a K, not a C. The Cartoons from June 58 on MGM. The song is called Dedicated to You. The Cartoons.
Oh, my darling, can't you see that our love was meant to be? We were fated to be dedicated to love. Hold me nearer, hold me tight. My heart tells me this is right. We are mated and we were dedicated to love. Dedicated to love. I knew that we would be lovers. Knew it the moment we kissed. We will keep on being lovers forever and ever like this. Heaven sent you down to me. We have found our destiny, just created to be dedicated to love. Dedicated to love. Heaven sent you down to me. We have found our destiny, just created to be dedicated to
That one there by request for listener Timothy. That's the sound of the Cartoons with a K. That's their second release on the MGM record label, June 1958. Song entitled Dedicated to You. That's Paul Rubenstein on lead. And let's see that James Stone says that Teddy, well, I don't see Teddy Randazzo as a writer on here. Compositions are wait a minute, can't even see here. Wolf and Raleigh, I think, is that. And the flip side also, or the cartoons get the nod on the flip. Willie the Weeper. It sounds like a interesting tune. Johnny G here on a Saturday. Thank you all for being here. As the copyright police, they need to go, because if they're out constantly on a lot of the records, then they get antsy, and then I just don't want them to block the video. And I was scared with that Daryl. Wait, was it Daryl Petty or Norman Petty? It was Daryl Petty. That's different. That's not Norman Petty. So so we're okay. We're cool. Norman Petty was the one with Buddy Holly, I think. I just see that Petty name, and I'm like, because Daryl Petty had releases he recorded anyway. So I was sweating that one out here. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, as we recently lost this great singer, Mr. Lenny Welch. Born in New York City, but he relocated down in Asbury Park, grew up in Asbury Park, a history of the Asbury Park music scene. But I played the B-side of his debut single on the Decca record label, a song called My One Sincere. And I think we had the Shirelles backing him up on that side. There is a vocal group on this intended A side, and this was an upbeat tune. This was the intended A side, as we pay tribute to the late Lenny Welch. Let's go to June of 1958 on the Decca record label. His first of two on Decca. The song is called "Rocket to the Moon." The late Lenny Welch. Yeah, where do we hear that drum ending like that? Was that an Elvis song, possibly? I don't know, but there you go. The late Lenny Welch. That's his debut single from June 1958. Maybe those are girls in the background there, probably the Shirelles. They were in the recording studio at the time. They were recording for Decca Records, too. That's Lenny Welch with Rocket to the Moon on the Decca record label. And we are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request for listener Gary Hendricks Hendren in Alabama. I really like this tune, and there's only 2 releases on this label. Bold Records is the name of the tune, out of Chicago. Not the name of the label, Johnny, not the tune. And this group had 2 releases on this label. This is the easier of the 2, although this is not an easy record to find. Especially clean. But the group was originally, though, the label's out of Chicago. The group is out of Omaha, Nebraska. But they traveled to Chicago to record this. They had 2 on the label, as I mentioned. And this is by request for listener Gary Hendren. The song written by the lead singer of the group, his name is Clyde Walker, from June 1958. Let's give a listen to the Mixers. The Mixers on Bold. The song is called You Said You're Leaving, for Gary Hendren.
You said you're leaving. How can you do me this way? I thought our love was here to stay, but you're leaving me. Please don't go. You said you're leaving. How can you go far? Don't you know you're gonna break my heart? Please stay here with me. Well, I'll wait till eternity, till you come back.
June 1958 release there for the Mixers. The Mixers on the Bold record label, their first of 2, and their easier one, but that is the better sounding one in my opinion. And that one there by request for Gary Hendren in Alabama. You Said You're Leaving. That's Clyde Walker on lead. Now Clyde Walker would later change his name to Jay Walker, with a release on the VJ label in 1960. That's pretty good. Johnny G here on a Saturday as we continue, and we are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request for listener Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room as we go to Long Island, New York for this group. This is the B-side to their debut single and their biggest hit on Lou Fargo's Fargo record label. And you know the song called You, okay? You on Fargo, and Lynn Nixon. She was the female lead on that side. The B-side features a male lead, the song co-written by Dave Goddard, and he is the lead singer on this, produced by the label owner Lou Fargo, arranged by Chris Towns. Let's go to February of 1958 for the Aquatones. The Aquatones on Fargo Records, going out to Oldies fan. The song is called She's the One for Me. The Aquatones.
Well, she's my baby, my one and only, and I love her so. She's my baby, yes, she is. Don't mean baby, she's for me. When her lips are close to mine, well, she makes me feel so fine.
We'll go cold. I
know I'm right when I say our love grows stronger every day. She's as sweet as she can be. She kisses away my misery. Oh, 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 she's the one for me.
We'll go cold.
I know I'm right when I say it. Our love grows stronger every day. She's as sweet as she can be. She kisses away my misery. Oh, 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 she's the one for me. Oh, 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 she's the one for me. Oh, 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 she's the one for me.
B-sides here on the vinyl. I'm ready for cheesecake too. My mother made some. My mother's been baking all day with my sister Tony's here helping her. But anyway, there you go. The sound of the Aquatones there. That is the male lead. That's Dave Goddard on lead. Actually, I think he was the head of the group, but they would get a female to the group, Lynn Nixon, and of course they played the flip side on the radio, a song called You. But that's the jump side there from February 1958 on Fargo Records for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith. She's the One for Me is the name of the tune. Johnny G is the one for you on a Saturday evening. Thank you all for being here. Let us continue. We are in the golden year of 1958. Here is a flip side request from last week. Actually, for I featured this group from Brooklyn, New York, called The Tokens. Request for listener Bill Sheriff on Herb Weiner's Gary label. We heard the intended. Well, was it the intended A-side? I can't tell. Can't tell. Well, the side was called Doomlang, was the side I played. Featured William Dennis on lead. So who requested the flip side here? Darrell Letts and Bill Sheriff, because he requested the flip side of this also. And Liam also requested this tune from July of 58. Let's flip over Doomlang by The Tokens on the Gary label. You get this tune. It's called Come Dance With Me. The Tokens on Gary for Darrell, Bill, and Liam. The Tokens.
Come and dance with me. Let me show you how it feels, my dear, when you dance with me. Every time we meet, wanna sweep you off your feet, my dear. Come and dance with me. My heart, it's a crazy beat. My heart, it's a crazy beat every time that we meet, my dear. I love you so, and I'll never let you go. Come and dance with me. My heart, it's a crazy beat. My heart, it's a crazy beat every time that we meet, my dear. I love you so, and I'll never let you go. Come and dance with me.
As Johnny G got caught here, I did, talking to Charlene. There you go. That's the sound of the Tokens. The Tokens from July 1958. That's on the Gary record label, and that is the first press. I messed up last week. I didn't play the true first press. This is the true first press with the address. I think I posted this on my Facebook wall too. 201 West 49th Street in New York City, if you know where that is. And there you go. It's called Come Dance With Me. And that one they're going out to Bill Sheriff, Darrell Letts, and Liam in Australia. Let us continue here in 1958 and fill a request for listener Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room. He wants to send this one out to Joe Shacatano, who is now in our YouTube chat room, and Frank Gingaro. This group from Baldwinsville. Well, I guess they were all attending Baldwinsville High School in College, New York, when they formed. They had two releases on the Edco, not Edco Records. This was their second. I don't even have their first. The group included Myrna Lamson, Judy Serwinski, Victor Vernon III, Chris Van Kewen, and Bill Allen. Collectively, they were known as the Echoes. And, I forgot the lead singer. His name is Bob Younis, Younis. And they were accompanied by the school band that was formed by Rick Laporte, who was on drums. Well, this is cool. This is a high school group. Rick Laporte on drums. Al Cook was on guitar, Edward Klein on piano, and Ken Chappell tenor sax, and Keith Barber alto sax. The tune written by the pianist of the group, Edward Klein, from 1958. Let's give a listen to the Echoes, the high school group, the Echoes, on the Edco label, by request for Mike Sape, going out to Frank Gingaro and Joe Shacatano. The song is called Teenage Love, the Echoes. There you go. They're called the Echoes there with a rock ballad, I get. No, a ballad there, not a rock ballad, ballad there. The Echoes. There's one of the two girls on lead, either Myrna or Judy. 1958 release on the Edco record label. Teenage Love is the name of the tune. That one there requested by Mike Sape, going out to Joe Shacatano and Frank Chingaro. Johnny G here, and we kind of go out of sync. There was a typo in the sort, and Daniel Kubacki, you should have heard this record in the 1956 block, but came out in the 1958 block, and I didn't catch it, and so we're going to have to play it right now. Sorry for that mistake there, Daniel. This group out of Detroit, Michigan. Charlene, what's the name on the top there? That was really... anyway, this is out of Detroit. Now, this group... Wait a minute. Oh, wait a second. That just shouldn't be there. I'm sorry. There's a whole line that needs to be eliminated from that. Up next, a request for listener Daniel Kubacki. This was the very last single by this group out of Philadelphia, the Castells. They previously recorded for the Grand record label. And this one came out on the Atco label. One side was called Happy and Gay, which featured Clarence Scott on lead. The flip features the original lead of the group that recorded all those ballads on the Grand record label, George Grant, and he also wrote the tune. Their last single for Atco, originally released in May of 1956, but we are out of sync here. These are the Castells. This one going out to Daniel Kubacki. The Castells on Atco. It's called Hey Baby Baby for Daniel.
Hey baby, baby, let's swing out tonight. Hey baby, baby, let's swing out tonight. Let's swing out, baby, till the sun shines bright. First the big Marys, then the sloppy Joes. We'll make the rounds, girl. Everything goes. Steaks and caviar and champagne too. We'll feel so fine, baby, we are through. Down in the alley, at the little shack, we'll meet the gang there, and all the jack. Let's swing out, baby, down at the little shack. When we start feeling good, don't care if you don't get back. Come, oh, please.
Come on.
Come on. Come, honey, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come, please. Come on.
Yeah. Come on.
Down in the alley, at the little shack, we'll meet the gang there, and all the jack. Let's swing out, baby, down at the little shack. When we start feeling good, don't care if you don't get back. Honey, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Please, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Please. Come on. Come on.
Baby, come on.
Oh, come on,
Yeah,
baby.
come on.
Come on, honey.
Baby, come on.
Come on with me.
Come on.
Oh, baby, come on. Come on. You have a good time.
Come on.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on.
There you go. That one there by request for Daniel Kubacki. That one released in May of '56 out of sequence here. That's interesting that George Grant, I don't think he's done anything that fast on the Grand record label. Everything was a ballad. Maybe he said he got it. I need to try an up-tempo song, I guess. And that was his very last release. The Castells on Atco Records, going out to Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. Hey Baby Baby is the name of that one. A song he wrote too, George Grant. Let's move into 1959 now. Let's fill a request for listener Joe Shacatano, who's now in our YouTube chat room. This is a label out of Elizabeth, New Jersey. I think the group, the group is out of East Orange, New Jersey, but this label out of Elizabeth, owned by Castino Queen and Mary Linkowich. They also owned that C&M record label, but I think C&M eventually became this label, which is called Wanger Records, and they recorded this group out of East Orange, New Jersey. The lead singer is Ronald Smalls. Now, I'm wondering if and it's not on this write-up, I wonder if this was the group that he was in the car accident and passed away. I'm not sure. I might be wrong on that, but I thought there was something about this group. But I'm getting confused with another group, the other group on this orange label. They're so confusing, all these things. But anyway, let's go to July of '59 by request for listener Joe Shacatano in our YouTube chat room. These are the Blenders. The Blenders with Ronald Smalls on lead. The song is called Angel for Joe.
I fell in love with an angel. I fell in love with a doll. Something else. She gives me such a wonderful thrill. If anyone should take her away, I would love her still. She knows how
ballads here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to listener Joe Shacatano there. That's the sound of the Blenders from July 1959 on the Wanger Records, and that features Ronald Smalls on lead. Angel is the name of the two. John, it is hot up here. I had to run downstairs real quick and I came back in time. I'll show you the labels here. I have to close that window. I'm blasting them, although the music doesn't, it's not that loud, but I got to be careful. People don't call the police on Johnny G. But anyway, we are in the year 1959. Let's fill a request for listener Bill Obe in New Jersey. This artist, I should say this singer from San Antonio, Texas, his name John Olin McCord, first recorded back in 1955 for the TNT record label. Then he has a release on Liberty in 57. Also appeared in the film The Girl Can't Help It, and in another movie called Born Reckless. Now, Bill requested his second of two on Buck Ram's Antler Records out of New York City, this tune co-written by Buck Ram. This charted number 14 on KENS in San Antonio, Texas. And I think, is this the... I don't know if this is the original release of this song, because I'm sure there's an Italian guy I thought that sang this record, and I think his name was Tony. Is it Tony Dalla? Was that his name? And I don't know what year that came out, but I'm pretty sure that it's on. Because the song it's an Italian song. Okay, the song is called Come Prima. Okay, but I guess it was like converted. Either Buck Ram wrote it in Italian for the guy or whatnot. I think this is a cover because I think that other one might be from 58. But let's give a listen to this version from January 59 going out to Bill Obe. This is Johnny Olin and the Blockbusters on Antler Records. The song is called For the First Time, parentheses, Come Prima. This is for Bill Obe.
For the first time, I'm in love. For the first time, I found happiness. From the moment I saw you, I was in rapture. Every moment after that, I lived in the cloud. Oh, the first time, for the first time, I can thrill. For the first time, I love you and always will. You're the first one, yes, the first one. You're my one and only one. For the first time, I'm in love. I'm in love. I found happiness from the moment I saw you. I was in rapture. Every moment after that, I lived in the cloud. Oh, the first time, for the first time, I can thrill. For the first time, I love you and always will. You're the first one, yes, the first one. You're my one and only one. For the first time, I'm in love. First time, I'm in
There you go, by request for Bill Obe in New Jersey. That's a January 59 release for Johnny Olin, Olenn, and the Blockbusters on the Antler record label for the first time, parentheses, Come Prima is the name of the tune. And you can listen to Bill Obe tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. 3 p.m. Eastern Time on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. It's a encore presentation of his December 17th, 2024 Christmas guest special with Frank and Gordon. That'll be airing tomorrow on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade on WRHU FM 88.7. You can hear it live on the internet at radiostationusa.fm/online WRHU, so you should check that out tomorrow. If you have, if you're, maybe you might feel like you want to hear some Christmas music, you can tune it on. It's not going to be as hot tomorrow here in the New York City area. It's supposed to be at least 20 degrees cooler. It's currently 70 and mostly cloudy here in Westchester County as we continue here. And we are in the 1959 block. Let's go back to Chicago. Let's fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman and this great group. The lead was originally Jerry Butler, who came to the group together with Curtis Mayfield and let's see. But Jerry Butler would leave for a solo career, and Curtis Mayfield would take over. He would become the lead singer, as he did on this release that came out in December of 1959. Jerry Butler was already on his way with only doing solos, and Curtis Mayfield took over. This was a song that he wrote, and he is also doing lead. The fifth release on their fifth and final release for Abner Records. This one from December 59 for Ronnie Sherman, The Impressions on Abner. It's called A New Love. The Impressions for Ronnie. As Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions on the Abner record label by request for Ronnie Sherman, December 1959. A New Love is the name of the tune. Maybe the Vinyltreasure show is your new love radio show, and that would be cool. If it is, please consider subscribing. I will be back next Wednesday evening beginning at 9 p.m. for the Soul Show. Then we'll be back here Saturday at 9 p.m. till midnight playing 1950s requests by you. If you have a request for any of the programs, you can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. We are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request for Mady Campboy out in California. She requested a group called the King Bees, but they are not really a vocal group. They are really a duo. They go by the name of Clyde and Rand, and this is on Jimmy Nooney Moore's Noble Records, which is out of Los Angeles, California, from 1959, going out to Matey Campboy, the King Bees on Noble. It's called What Could Have Been Can't Be. The King Bees for Matey.
Here I go over again. This game of love, I can win, but I realize now what could have been can't be. I tried so hard, all in vain, and all it did was bring me pain. But it's so plain to me. What could have been cannot be. Whoa, yeah. True love means nothing to you. You rather play around and hurt the one who loves you. You win, I lose, and you want to put me down. Well, it's over. Here I go. My heart is aching. This you must know. But it's so plain to me. What could have been cannot be.
And duets here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Matey Campboy in California. We say hi to Matey. She's in our YouTube chat room there. Those are the King Bees. They're really a duet. They're a duo, Clyde and Rand from 1959. It's on the Noble record label out of Los Angeles. What Could Have Been Can't Be, but it definitely can be, because you're tuned into the Vinyl Treasure Show here with your host, Johnny G. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you would consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I want to say hi to Diggable Logic and his family tuned into the program there. So hi, folks, tuned into the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let us continue here. And we have one more out of 1959, fill a request for listener Timothy. This is on a label called Tawny Records. I think this is another Los Angeles group. Now, this is the intended B-side of the record. It's interesting because the title of this song is called A Lover's Poem from Her, and on the other side it says A Lover's Poem from Him. And the From Him side is, I think, more of the upbeat side, but it's basically the same song with a male doing lead on the A side and a female doing lead on this side. But the group was called the Angels. Now, it's on the B side, it's Billie Jean and the Angels, and Billie Jean is really Jean Kunkel, aka B.G. Kunkel, who had a single on the Vita label as B.G. and the Living Dolls, which was out of Pasadena, California. Now this tune, this is an early Herb Alpert and Lou Adler pen tune. Now the Angels on this, they are really the Safaris. You know the Safaris of Image of a Girl fame. That's a great tune. I like that record, even though it was a hit. This is from October of 1959. This is by request for Timothy. Billie Jean and the Angels on Tawny Records. It's called A Lover's Poem from Her for Timothy.
Just you and you alone have the shoulder I can cry on. Just you and you alone have the strength I can rely on. Yes, you and you alone, my love, have the love that I need. For you and you alone, you're the only boy for me. Just you and you alone can kiss away all my tears. Just you and you alone can chase away all my fears. Just you and you alone, my love, have the love that I need. It's you and you alone for me. You alone can fill my heart with joy and laughter. Just you and you alone have given a love to last forever after. Yes, you and you alone, my love, have the love that I need. For you and you alone, you're the only boy for me.
There you go. That one there going out to listener Timothy. That is Billie Jean and the Angels, October 1959, on the Tawny record label. I think the background track of that is on the Madison label by the Untouchables. Poor Boy Needs a Preacher, with that what is that violin there playing, I think. But that song called A Lover's Poem from Her, the flip side is called A Lover's Poem from Him, that's on the Tawny record label. Johnny G being torn up here on a Saturday evening. Let us continue here. We move into 1960. Let's fill a request for John Ferry. I checked today, John, on that Aaron Neville record, so I'm going to have to buy that one. I have 3 others by him on the Minute label, but this is a request for listener John Ferry. This is a duo on the Minute record label, which was out of New Orleans, Louisiana. They are Alan Toussaint, he's from New Orleans, and Alan Orange, who also recorded on this label. I think later on is on the House of Orange label. But they both get credit on this, and they went by the name of Alan and Alan, yes. And this came out in April of 1960, and I like this tune. This is going out to listener John Ferry, Alan Toussaint, and Alan Orange, recording as Alan and Alan on Minute Records. The song is called Heavenly Baby. This is for John Ferry.
Heavenly baby is true. baby. No one else will do. Heavenly baby, it's true that I'm in love with you, in love with you, in love with you, in love with you. Heavenly baby, it's so nice being in paradise. Stop driving me crazy and be my wife. Heavenly baby, it's true that I'm in love with you. You're beautiful, beautiful, lovely, oh, and so true. My life, my love depends on you. I need you, my darling, body and soul. How I love you, darling, you never ever know. Heavenly baby, it's so nice being in paradise. Stop driving me crazy and be my wife. Heavenly baby, it's true that I'm in love with you. You're beautiful, beautiful, lovely, lovely, oh, and so true. My life, my love depends on you. I need you, my darling, body and soul. How I love you, darling, you never ever know. Heavenly baby, so nice being in paradise. Stop driving me crazy and be my wife. Heavenly baby, it's true that I'm in love with you.
Duos here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. That one released in April of 1960. That's on the Minute record label out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Alan and Alan, a.k.a. that is Alan Toussaint and Alan Orange. A song entitled Heavenly Baby. Sometimes the tunes are very heavenly here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, so I really need to thank you all for being here on this holiday weekend. And we had a big crowd tonight. We really did. As I'm starting to wind down here on the program. Now we move into 1961. Let's fill a request for listener Chris Reed. This group out of Amityville, New York, and called the Universals, one of the many groups by the same name. Now this features Fred Miller on lead. This charted number 24 on KYA in San Francisco, California. We go to September of 1961 by request for Chris Reed, the Universals on the Festival record label. The song is called, well, actually it's got the long title in parentheses, and this is the true first press, by the way, which is like on that aqua blue and purple color label. It's called, in parentheses, I Just Have to Go On, and then it says Dreaming, the Universals for Chris.
Yes, I'm dreaming.
you go. That one there going out to Chris Reed. That's the sound of the Universals September 61 release. It's on the Festival record label. Song entitled I'll Just Have to Go On. That was in parentheses. Then Dreaming. It's actually a great two-sided 45. The flip side is a song called Love Bound. And that one there featured Fred Miller on lead. And that is a true first press. As Reed mentions in the chat room, the second press says distributed by King Records. That record's starting to take off. This group out of Amityville, New York. I bought that from Louis Silvani many, many moons ago. We are in the year 1961. Let's fill a request for Gary McLinden, or did he just leave? No, he's there. Gary McLinden is still in the chat room. And he requested this gospel singer from Indianapolis, Indiana. Her name is Dolores Ann McGee, but she recorded as Lois Blaine. And this was her debut single. Came out on the Open G label, which was out of New York City. It was a subsidiary of Pam Records. And this tune co-written by her manager at the time. His name was Sammy Goldberg, and she's being backed up by a Tuffy Mitchell's Four Sounds. And Four Sounds were also local from Indianapolis, Indiana, and they included Jimmy Guilford, William Worm Harris, Kenneth E. Moore, and Sammy Scruggs. And they also have solo releases as the Four Sounds on Tough and Federal and the Randy record label. But let's go to 1961. Fill a request for Gary McLinden for Lois Blaine and the Tuffy Mitchell's Four Sounds on Open G Records. It's called Here Am I, parentheses, Try Me. This is for Gary McLinden. Whoops, Johnny.
Oh, baby, try me if you want someone to hold you. Here am I. Why don't you try me if you want someone to hold you? Here am I. Why don't you try me if you want somebody to hold you long? If you want somebody to hold you strong, if you want someone to hold you, here am I. Oh, baby, try me. Someone to kiss you, here am I. Why don't you try me? I say if you want someone to kiss you, here am I. Try me. If you want somebody to kiss you right, if you want somebody both day and night, if you want someone to kiss you, here am I. Oh, baby, try me. Love has always been the thing. Ever since the world began. Take a tip from a history. I know that love ain't no sin. Why don't you take a chance on me, little daddy? I wanna make you my pet. You know that I'll be true to you. I'll prove to you. You ain't had nothing yet. I say if you want someone to love you, here am I. Why don't you try me? Oh, if you want someone to love you, here am I. Try me. If you want somebody to make you feel like $1 million baby in a cookie field, if you want someone to love you, here am I. Oh, baby, try me. Try me. Try me. Come on and try me. Try me. Oh, try me. Early in the morning, why don't you try me?
There you go. That one there going out to Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. That's a 1961 debut single for Lois Blaine with the Tuffy Mitchell's Four Sounds. That one there on the Open G label. It's called Here M.I. parentheses, Try Me. Now, the flip side is an excellent ballad, too, by the way. I think Reed King requested that, so we'll play the flip side next week. Now, Lois had later releases on the Lori label and the A&B record label. We stay in 1961 now. Fill a request for listener Paul Michel, one of the hardest, I think it's the hardest record to get on this label. Jack Clements, Fernwood Records out of Memphis, Tennessee. It's a great two-sided 45. Greg sold me this many, many years ago. What was a big hit on here? Thomas Wayne. I think Tragedy was the biggest hit from 1959, I think, on this Fernwood record label. But this is one of the harder records by a group called The Lyrics. It features Percy Millen on lead. Let's go to May of 1961. This is by request for Paul Michel. The Lyrics on Fernwood. It's called Let's Be Sweethearts Again. This is for Paul Michel.
You said you loved me right from the start. Now you're telling me you're going to break my heart. So darling, understand. Let's be sweethearts again. Sweethearts again. Broke all promises, broke all rules. Now you're trying to use me like a fool. So darling, understand. Let's be sweethearts again. Sweethearts again. You broke all promises. You broke all rules. Now you're trying to use me like a fool. So darling, understand. Let's be sweethearts again. Sweethearts again. So darling, understand. Let's be sweethearts
There you go, that one there. By request for listener Paul Michel. That's the sound of The Lyrics. The Lyrics from May 61. That's Percy Millen on lead. Let's Be Sweethearts Again. It's on the Fernwood record label. Even though they Reed mentioned it, they spelled B-E-E, an extra E in that. Don't ask me why. But their masters were sold for Mid-South Records. I think they also recorded for the Goldwax label. Got some great records on the Goldwax record label. Great group, The Lyrics. As we wind down here on the Saturday evening 50s show, and let's stay in 61 and fill a request for listener Tommy Albergo. This group from Glen Cove, Long Island, they were discovered by Slim Rose, and he owned the Times Square record label. Now Slim leased masters to Atco Records, who released this, put the 45 out. It's a great two-sided 45. One side was called I've Got a Feeling. This is the flip side of that. It features Roger LaRue on lead. Now this charted at number 106 on the Billboard Bubbling Under chart, was number 29 on KTSA in San Antonio, Texas. Let's go to June of 1961. We're going to send this one out to listener Tommy Albergo. These are the Time Tones on the Atco label. It's called Pretty Pretty Girl, parentheses, the new beat, for Tommy Albergo.
Bom, 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 bom. Bom, bom, bom.
till the end of time. Oh, well, I want you to hear my plea and stop this type of misery you have put me through. I wanna know, I wanna
As June 1961 release there for listener Tommy Albergo, that's Roger LaRue and the Time Tones. That one there on the Atco record label, Pretty Pretty Girl, parentheses, the new beat. I would hear that record on a local radio, CBS FM. Don K. Reed would play it all the time. We used to hear it even during the day, the early days of WCBS FM here in New York City. I'm sure Donald McGee still hears this down in the Philadelphia area there. They still play that. They still play oldies on the radio down there. I think they do. But anyway, we play oldies here live on the Johnny G Vinyl Treasure Show. So let's continue in 1961 here. And let's go back out to California. Fill a request for listener Gary Hendren in Alabama. This group formed while attending LA's Fremont High School back in 1959. Their debut single was a song called Don't Know Why. Came out on Sabrina Records. They were called the Marathons with that release. That's a great tune, by the way, pushed by Alan Freed when he was a disc jockey on KDAY. This was their very next release. They would change their name to the Misfits, and this record came out on the Aries label. The song, though, was first recorded, kind of confusing because I think it was George Tompkins that said some of the members of this group were in a group called the Brentwoods that actually did this first in July of 1960 on the Dore record label. The tune written by group member Warren Joyner, so I'm going to tell, and H.B. Barnum. So I think they're one in the same group, just a resung version of this. They're called the Misfits, 1961. It's a great record. Either one of those two is just a great song. On Aries Records for Gary Hendren, the Misfits with Midnight Star.
Once upon a dreamy midnight star, I wish that I could be where you are as I gaze at the star in the sky. I remember, darling, when you were mine, your face so pure, like heaven divine. Then you left me. Why did you hurt me so? As I gaze at stars above, that I knew, my darling, that you loved me too, Shetty. As I gaze at stars above, then I knew that your pride kept you back. Once upon a dreamy midnight star, I wish that I could be where you are as I gaze at the star in the sky.
That's a great tune there. They're called the Misfits. That one there requested by Gary Hendren in Alabama, 1961, on the Aries record label, Midnight Star. Prior, that group were called the Brentwoods. They also recorded that on the Dore label, but in July of 1960. And we got 4 more records to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. This is the last one from 1961, and John Engstrom begged me. He begged me to play this, and only because I couldn't find another record for John, so I didn't have enough time to, but I got to go through his list again. So he begged me to play this record. It's it's a teen tune. This is a brother and sister act from Woodside, Queens. Carrie Joe Sassy and his sister Irene, as they recorded as Gino and Gina. Gino and Gina. And last week I featured their release on their final single on the Brunswick label called Why Do You Make Believe, parentheses, Pretty Baby. So this is the flip side here. So I'm going to send it out to John Engstrom from May of 61. Gino and Gina on Brunswick Records, their last single. And this is what I'm going to say to John. I hope you're satisfied, for John Engstrom.
Our love could have been such a sweet thing. Why, baby, did you let it die? Guess there's nothing here left for me. Hope you're satisfied. I gave you all my loving and kissing, keep us together, I really tried. Guess there's nothing here left for me. Hope you're satisfied. You were so mean to me. You cheated and you lied. Now I'm left with broken dreams. Well, I hope you're satisfied. I gave you all my loving and kissing, keep us together, I really tried. Guess there's nothing here left for me. Hope you're satisfied. Cheated and you lied. Now I'm left with broken dreams. Well, I hope you're satisfied. Our love could have been such a sweet thing. Why, baby, did you let it die? Guess there's nothing here left for me. Hope you're satisfied. Guess there's nothing here left for me. You're satisfied. Guess there's nothing here left for me. Hope you're satisfied.
I mean, that's not a bad teen record, I have to say. But anyway, that one there going out to John Engstrom, May 1961. That's Gino and Gina. That is a Harry Josassi and his sister Irene, called Gino and Gina. That's on the Brunswick record label. I hope you're satisfied, Mr. Engstrom. Johnny G here on a Saturday. 3 more 45s to go. Let's move into 1962. Fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room with this gal. She was born in Buffalo, New York. She has this lone release on Mickey Baker and Sylvia Robinson's Willow record label out of New York City. And they also recorded for the label, too. I think they have most of the releases on this label, but somehow she has a release on this. She wrote this tune. Her name is Arlima Wadood, Wadood. Arlema, Arleemah, Arlema Wadu. This is from February 62. It's on the Willow label, and it's for Adrian Viterbo. It's called Oh Lover, parentheses, Hear My Plea. This is for Adrian. There you go. Ballads here on the Vinyl Treasure Show by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. December 62. February 62, Arlema Wadud is her name. It's on the Willow label. Song entitled Oh Lover, parentheses, Hear My Plea. 2 more 45s to go before we sign off here. And we go to Phoenix, Arizona now, to the Ramco record label for this release. And it was James Stone that brought to my attention that the lead singer, well, not on this side, I think on the flip side of this, his name was Wilfred Johnson. He passed away last week. He was one of the lead singers of this group called The Versatiles. They were out of Phoenix, Arizona. They recorded for Floyd Ramsey's Ramco label. And I think he was lead on the flip side of this, the up-tempo side called Blue Feeling. But we're going to play the flip side. We're going to send it out to listener James Stone. It's an excellent ballad. Now, on the lead here is Homer Gray. And John also told me that the writer of this song was Tony Bakak, who produced and wrote a lot of the music for the 1960s Phoenix music scene. And he also died earlier this week. So sad things happening with a lot of this music that we so love, and it's Johnny G trying to keep alive for these artists. So let's go to December of 1962. We'll send this one out to listener James Stone. These are the Versatiles on the Ramco record label. The song is called Just Pretending.
yes, I'll always will, because when I'm pretending, darling, you love me still. I'm pretending.
That's a killer ballad there by a group called the Versatiles. The Versatiles there, that's Homer Gray on lead. A great group out of Phoenix, Arizona from December 1962. It's on the Ramco record label. There's a couple of records on that label that are really rare, but we're going to send that one out to listener James Stone. And again, in memory of Wilfred Johnson, who we lost last week. Losing lots of these singers. But anyway, like I said, I want to keep their memory alive. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. If you need to get in touch with me or you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And I always enjoy our Saturday night get-togethers. I enjoy playing the records as it is anyway, and I hope you do too enjoy the tunes. Really, thank you, those of you that communicate with me and send me the requests. I know most of my listeners don't, but that's okay. We get lots of requests in, and I have listeners that have great taste in music, and I try to present it here on the shows that I do on the Soul Show on Wednesday afternoons, and the 78 show also. Well, it's not Wednesday, it's Wednesday evenings, Johnny. The 78 show is Wednesday afternoons at 3 p.m. And this show, so is really the only time I get to listen to the records and kind of sit back and reflect on my collection, a lifetime of records that I have put together here. And I know for a lot of you tuned into the program, it's the first time you're hearing a lot of these things. I just don't want to sit here and play the records. I try to give you a spin on my experiences in the collecting hobby. And maybe you will collect. You never know. You can go to a flea market or whatever. You might luck out. You might find some rare records. That's always fun to do. Used to be fun for me to find stuff in the wild, but it's harder and harder as the years go on. But sometimes there's untouched store stock. Wouldn't it be fun to enter into a warehouse of records that have not been touched before, and they're all mint copies? Maybe they need to be cleaned a little bit, but that would be a pip for Johnny G. But anyway, so thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. I want to wish everybody who celebrates Easter happy Easter tomorrow, and we're going to spend some time with the family too. But and I'll be back next Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m., 9 to midnight, right here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio. If you missed any of the program, it'll be up on the archive momentarily. The chat will not be there, although they've been good. YouTube has been good with posting that chat real quick, so the UK listeners, they tune in on the program in the early morning hours there. But anyway, we're going to close the show tonight with a request for listener Adrian Viterbo, who is listening in Mexico. And this is I like this song, I really do. The flip side I have featured on my Soul Show, but this is more of the group harmony side, the doo-wop side. This one arranged and conducted by Bud Johnson, the song written by Fred Page, who was tenor for a group called the Chanters. You know, the Chanters that do My Darling on Deluxe Records. But maybe this Bud Johnson is really Bud Johnson Jr., who I think it is, who was also a member of the Chanters, because he was involved in the soul scene in 1963. I have a record by the Chanters with him that he's involved with. But this is a closer from 1963. It's on the Kim record label, KIM Records. Her name is Mary Wright, and the song is called One Guy. And Johnny G is your guy on Saturday night. So thank you all for being here. I will keep you abreast of what happens in the Johnny G studios in the upcoming weeks. I haven't yet got the proposal from them, so we're moving on to bigger and better things here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. So everybody have a happy Easter. Be safe. I will see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. This is for Adrian, Mary Wright.